Hi Sharon, this is Leonard Cohen. As you can see, I'm on site, and I just want to give you a show through my journaling so you get an idea what's going on with that. So I've been compiling a binder since day one of the field, and I have different foldings here. So I have math, language arts, français, science, social. I have general notes that I've been taking that have to do with all sorts of things. I have a tab here for assessment, and I have other tabs here that are specifically related to lesson planning as opposed to more general journaling. At the front of the folder, I have calendars of the days of the week with the particular schedule and any general markings that I have there. I also have a class list. I keep, for each class that I teach, also a seating chart that I can use to refer to them. So today I have started a French language class with the other classroom. So I have them all in my scribbly handwriting outlined where they're located and where they sit. I don't need that any longer for the class I'm in. For each section, I include, of course, the program of study, but I have a lot of notes that I've been taking from day one, how it's been taught, what's been going on, what are some of the things that we've been doing here. That applies for everyone. I've been taking notes on how my partner teacher has been teaching it, including, of course, the different, some of the different teaching materials that they have. For French, for Français, I have some of the materials that I've been doing here. And every so often, I will jot down some little notes and ideas about how I might be able to improve the class here. All sorts of different things here. Likewise, for science, for social, my notes section is the one that's probably the most elaborate. This includes my original seating chart of the class that I am in, all the sorts of information about Sam Shaw, teacher conferences, notes, going back here, just notes that I took out on about the school from the get-go, all sorts of things. So here, there's items for meetings here, from our Field 3 seminar through to a meeting with Gemma Lappin first to get to know the class. Notes from all the different days and what we're doing here. And I'd be darned if most of this would make any sense to anyone but myself looking through it here. But I can tell you that, for instance, this is one where I have the phone number of the person who helped me out with IT, parent-teacher meetings, conferences, and information about that, information about how I might be able to add in, some about how that's to be done, etc. So I don't think that there's anything too much more that to be seen about this in particular. I'm happy to share with you any of my general findings that I have here. And also I have some notes from different meetings, and this is one from our professional development day. And this includes also today we started doing Fountas and Pinel assessment of student reading. The other thing that I have done on certain unit plans, unit and lesson plans. So for instance, this is my unit plan for, sorry, not the one for fractions. That's not the one I want here. This is the unit plan for transformations. It says fractions intro, shouldn't we want for transformations, excuse me. And if we scroll down to the bottom of it, I actually wrote a very extensive modifications made to the unit and lesson plans upon implementation, because what ends up happening, as I'm sure it happens very often, is that a lesson gets planned out and implemented, and as it's going along, there are things that just simply don't work. And for those things that don't work, I've been recording what they are. I've been recording my thoughts about how to do them differently and how I might do this again in future were I to do the same thing. Other than that, I do wish to share with you that I have followed the format that was suggested by my colleague Lexi, in which my e-portfolio is entirely online. So the e-portfolio, I have different headings here for grade 5. So I have, pardon me, as I'm turning it sideways. I don't know if that's going to throw things off, but I have French, math, and I'll keep it back straight away it was. So I have for French, math, and science, and within each section, for French, I have each unit as its own folder. So for instance, we did the holidays last, and there I have the different lesson plans and resources and materials and unit plans that are all here. So it's all available online. And likewise, I do have my Wix site that is up and ready to go. LeonardCohen.wix site. And you'd given me quite a lot of pointers when we were doing our work. So here we go. There's Leonard Cohen e-portfolio and whatnot. I'll be sending you links for all of these different things here. And it includes a bio about me, about, etc. So it's all ready to go. You guys spent a lot of time with me, very dedicated concentration when we first met. So I'm grateful for that, and it's helped me greatly. And I'm happy to answer any questions that you might have as we go along. Thanks so much.